It's the Ticket Plug. We've been running an online ticket business for over a decade, and now we've created an easy way for you to do the same thing through our private ticket resale community. Joining our community will give you a way to flip your bread and generate profit income consistently. We provide you with all the tools, training, and resources needed to start your life-changing online ticket business. Zero experience needed. To join our ticket resale community, go to thetickettrap.com. Again, go to thetickettrap.com.
Click the link at the top line of the description to get started right now. And also, the Hot Boys reunion went down the other day. Everybody was there.
Hot Boys.
Except Turk. B.G has something to say about that. Wayne was there, but from what I told, he didn't perform with them. He performed on his own 20-minute set. So let's start off with that one, man. The Hot Boys. So, B.G, he jumped on a podcast and he said a couple of
A bunch of whole shit, he can't take it back. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you dig? He gotta fault himself for not being here. You heard me? I know there's a lot of people that's gonna be like, oh, well, such and such, and oh, woo. Man, nigga know what he did last summer. You heard me? Nigga know what he did last summer. You heard me? And I'ma just leave it like that. You dig? You know what I'm saying? I know one thing, though. I'm in this bitch.
Turk went on to say in response, you ends want that shit to come together because you ends is effed up out here. Meaning, I guess they money's not right. I ain't effed up out here. I'm blessed and highly favored by God. Y'all got me effed up. I'll say F a Hot Boys reunion tour, nigga. I said the next N-word, right?
Couldn't help it right there.
Right.
He sung that shit.
Yeah. Obviously, a couple more things said, but that's the gist of it, man. I kind of seen, I'm not going to say I seen it coming, but I kind of figured somebody wasn't going to be there. Like, because we seen over the years, like, whether it was prison or people doing stuff behind the scenes, it never really works out for groups. Like, we had 112 on, you know, they had riffs. You know, every single group at some point has some type of a riff. It's another group that has a riff. BG saying that Turk did some whole shit. Turk saying y'all ends is effed up. Y'all ain't got no money. That's why y'all wanted the reunion so bad. What's your thoughts?
Do we know why? Do we know what was it something on the interview he said or something that happened behind the scenes that we don't know
He's
about?
not giving no information. All he pretty much said was, you know, you did some effed up stuff.
Now,
He
Turk
ain't getting to specifics.
Yeah, Turk went on to say he's good, he's blessed and highly favored. You typically hear that from people that are broke.
Damn.
I don't know. Obviously, you don't know if this is true or not, right? According to Hot New Hip Hop, this was March of 2024. Allegedly, Turk's net worth is $50,000.
Oh, come on. No way. Wow.
Allegedly.
Ah, Sam, you did it
According to
dirty.
Hot, I'm reading what
did
Hot
it
New Hip
dirty.
Hop said. I'm reading articles, right? Allegedly, $50,000. If your net worth is $50,000, you need a couple dollars too. And if Wayne was out there, albeit on his Michael Jackson shit, Jackson 5 came out and did their thing, then Mike did his thing on his own at being Lil Wayne. He don't need the bread. If it's one person on Hot Boys we know don't need the money, it's Lil Wayne. Yeah, he was there. So to sit back and act like, oh, y'all good, y'all broke, y'all don't need the money, that's some bullshit. You could use the money, whether you need it or not. I tend to, and even though we don't know the situation, and we happen to interview Turk, haven't interviewed any of the other ones, but we interviewed Turk, I tend to agree with BG. There must have been some shit that was said that you can't take back, and who can't you take it back from? Baby, BG,
Wayne.
Juvenile, Wayne. Somebody there you rubbed the wrong way, pause, because you got to pause those too with you. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see a situation where you got a group that's as legendary as the Hot Boys, and at this time they are legendary because on the East Coast, I remember we weren't feeling that South shit at all.
Nah.
At all. Nah. And then they came back with the 99 and the 2000, and Juvenile took this shit by storm. And backed that ass up.
Yeah.
Then you started hearing the Hot Boys, then we got introduced to Wayne, and it took over. Girls was loving him. Dudes was trying to be like him here in New Jersey. So definitely an iconic group. It would have been dope to see all of them together. Even Wayne came out. I think Turk, no disrespect, is on some whole shit right now.
Yeah, and my thing with Turk, and it's not unrelated to the situation, but we did interview him years ago. I hit him up, and we wanted to do a follow-up. He told me $4K. I'm like, God damn, dog. Like, and I get it. Some people are worth their weight in gold, but you ain't worth $4K, my dude. And then you see people now getting into the same space, the podcast space, which is cool, but it's just like, as far as that situation, it ain't just BG's reunion. It's the Hot Boys reunion. So I'm sure BG didn't have the pull to say, nah, you can't come. It had to be something the collective of the whole group. Like, nah, we ain't effing with this dude. We not letting this dude come on, you know what I mean, in here because of so-and-so. One person, BG's not the leader of that shit. If anything, it'd probably be Juvie, Wayne, even though he had it. Even Wayne, maybe not seeing eye to eye, but he was there. He did his set, and he satisfied the fans.
For the people.
For the people.
Exactly. Yep.
Right? And I'm sure over the years, things happen. But, like I said, it's one of those situations you got to ask yourself the question. Now, if Turk comes out, maybe he has different reasons why, but Turk has talked a lot over the last 5 or 6 years, or even 10 years, and said a lot of things that may have rubbed people the wrong way. As far as people being effed up, the $50,000, sometimes you could take those with a grain of salt, you know, those little net worth things. But it could be, I'm not saying I'm taking it with a grain of salt, but sometimes people are like, man, that's nowhere near.
Let's say if we give or take $50,000.
Oh, man, damn. Dang, I think he was like, give or take a couple million. He said 50,000.
Give or take 50,000.
Dang.
That either gives him 100 or 0. Give or take $1 million. That gives him 1,050,000 or negative 900. Right. Like, I don't know, bro.
Nah, but I mean, look. That pissed me off, the Turk thing with the interview, but he was a good dude when he came on here.
Facts, bro. Facts.
I thought we had some type of rapport, but it turns into business at some point for a lot of these. And I understand, but it's like, yo, you're not worth that, bro. We could have negotiated at a different level, but it's like 4 racks, dog. Like, who you think we are, Vlad TV?
And how we getting that back?
How we getting it back?
How we recouping that? It's business. Like, if you invest in something, if you have an investor to invest in something, you got to tell them how you're going to recoup this. There's a lot of layers and rules that go with YouTube, that something may stretch or something may hit, and God forbid you can't recoup that. Are we going to be able to send that information to you and you give us our bread back? Hell no. Absolutely not. But it's only thought about on one side. Now, oh, God, I don't know if you've seen this, because as I'm looking up Turk, and this was back in 2016. This is damn near 10 years ago. But did you know he started a GoFundMe for $5 million in debt for some situation he had?
I didn't know that.
He had a GoFundMe for $5 million, and he was saying that they need to help Hot Boy Turk out. He, as of this was on Hip Hop DX. Mm-hmm. Like I said, 2016. He had $405 he made in a day. I don't know if he hit that goal that he was looking for. I say all that to say, don't sit back and act like you don't need money. That's the easy, tough cop-out way.
Yeah, nah, that's real.
Don't throw that shit on there. If you made some mistakes, if you said some things that weren't supposed to be said, and you still say F them, then F them. Forget it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. F them. I don't care if I need the money or not. F them. But you throwing out the excuse like you trying to be hard that you don't need the money when clearly anybody could use the bread, and who wouldn't want to go on tour and go ahead and recoup some of that money that you paved the way for back in the day? If there's money out there left for you, why wouldn't you want to go get it?
And you probably talking that tour, God's is making millions.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you turn that down?
Right. You got Wayne, Juvie, BG, all these iconic, even Birdman.
That's what I'm saying.
These dudes ain't going in there doing that shit for free.
Mannie Fresh.
That's what I'm saying. These dudes is getting bread, bro. That's a tour that's going to probably gross $100-something million or more, because people are going to show, especially in the South, even up here. People's going. You put it, up here where we at, it's going to be sold out in the South, in the West. Like you said, a legendary, iconic group, bro.
I don't know if BG can get papers to go overseas, but imagine if that shit went overseas. They're killing them, bro.
Killing them. So I don't know a lot of it, but I tend to kind of think BG might be a little bit more truthful in the situation. Again, not knowing, I like to hear Turk speak about it. It would have been a time where he could have came on the podcast and spoke about it, but we ain't got the $4,000, man. Go to Vlad somewhere and maybe he'll pay you. He probably ain't pay you that right now. That's how effed up the game is.
Nah, I mean, if you had a story and he had it and you was worth it, you'd have been there. But
yeah,
that's another story for another day, man. It's no animosity toward him. It's just funny how this game has gotten so fucked up and it's so lopsided. And you genuinely see how people are out for self. You have these black platforms, and let's promote, let's push, and let's help prompt the black platform so it could be a one hand wash the other. The black platform just don't want to eat mooch off of you. The black platform will allow you to give your own narrative, something that y'all complained about for the beginning of time. But then you want to go and bust a black platform over the head with no reason to recoup. How is a black platform supposed to stay alive? But and that's why all that blackity black, we got to stay. Some of that shit from people is bullshit. And it ain't about what you
even
say,
at
it's
the
what you
top,
prove.
I'm not. He's not worth 4 racks. Even at the top, the pinnacle of our success, he still won't be worth 4 racks.
Make no
Sorry.
sense. You would have to give that back to us, and how would it happen?
Right.
Wouldn't.
Only a certain amount of people. I don't think we ever paid 4 racks for an interview, but it's only a certain amount of people that could get that type of bread. Jay-Z, and then at that point, they don't even need that type of money.
Right.
But if it came down to it, you know, for 30 minutes, 45 minutes of your time, come on, bro.
I'm gonna put a name out there because back in the day, a couple years ago, we had an opportunity to get Bobby Brown. Remember that?
Yeah.
And that price tag was about that, and we was about to pay that shit because that's Bobby Brown,
Right.
legendary R&B singer, new edition, Whitney Houston. Kids has passed. There's so much that we could talk about and get from a Bobby Brown that we can go, okay, if we put out that money, there's a good chance that we can get close or above recouping that. Bobby Brown and Turk ain't on the same level.
Nah. Bobby Brown's iconic. Man, all the stories about, come on, man, it's not even close.
Not even close.
We'd have made that back, maybe not right away, but eventually.
And shout out to like a Project Pat, and I'm not going to put out exact numbers, but Project Pat knows how to do business.
Oh, all the way.
Project Pat knows how to do fair business. And he always comes and he always delivers. So salute to ones that understand business and know how to work.
And others too. We
Facts.
can speak for out there. We won't put their name out there today, but
Right.
What's up about your buddy?